Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another one, and the one and only Mystelics reaction. Guys, you might be hearing some noise at the back there, but of course, I'm gonna drop in hopefully 2 reactions today. Welcome to every single one of you guys, and don't forget to do what, brothers and sisters. Click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that right there. Subscribe if you've definitely done so. Of course, helping this channel to grow further and further, and of course, you'll be notified when I drop my videos right there. And then, brothers and sisters, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and of course, definitely leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Of course, the second one, if I do drop it, most likely will drop it today. Definitely look out for that in the first comment in the comment box below. And of course, big up to all the individuals who are watching the vlogs as well. Go to Mystelics vlogs. You can definitely check out the latest vlog in that regard right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today. Of course, we have this sentiment that is indicated, and of course, a friend of mine has been following this sentiment. Now, it's very interesting that I have to point this out, because as you can see right there, we have new flights. Of course, as the individual here indicated, we need new fire trucks as a result of the new guys. I'm sure you guys are hearing stuff at the back. Forgive the noise, brothers and sisters, but we will fight on. But of course, new flights are being indicated right there. And of course, this individual is saying that since we have new flights, we need new fire trucks, we need new rubbish trucks, we need new ambulance, and well-stocked hospitals with working equipments and medication. This should always be priority with staff to man these things. Have a good day. This individual saying right there. Of course, the new flight that we're talking about comes from New Jersey, EWR to Dominica, straight flight from New Jersey to Dominica right there. And of course, indicated in this string, once weekly non-stop flights from Newark, New Jersey, EWR. Of course, I've flown out from there a number of times, and of course, it's pretty much cheaper from time to time. Let me tell you why. Because I think in Newark they don't pay the level of taxes, or they don't put taxes on the flights itself. So it's rather interesting that I'm seeing these prices right there. I still have to mention, although that it is cheaper sometimes, generally speaking, you still flying out from JFK would most likely be cheaper right there. Of course, utilizing the right set of sites will also help you to get the right set of prices. I see individuals saying $1,000 to what? Not me, brothers and sisters. The only time I ever paid $1,000 was for me to fly first class, because it didn't have much seats. So I decided, you know what, let's not first class, business class. I decided to go and do that vibes right there, brothers and sisters. Anyways, let me just make this thing a bit bigger so you guys can see. And of course, as indicated based on the lyrics that we are seeing on top of the wording, once weekly non-stop flights from Newark, New Jersey to Dominica on United Airlines, commencing Saturday, February 15, that's next year, 2025, on the Boeing 737-700 base flight. Of course, base fare, sorry, is $483 with options up to first class for $1,128. So the individuals who have never flown first class before, this is US dollars, so that is about 3,000 EC dollars. I'm sure some of you guys wouldn't mind paying that price, because I know some of you guys are England, and all you pay like $4,000-5,000. What? That's crazy. I think back in the day when one of my family members went to United Kingdom, they told me that they paid about close to $7,000. I was like, what, bruh? Well, I guess where you flying from and which website you're using, it still boils back to the same sentiment right there. But I would urge individuals to utilize the right flights or the right pages for you to book, because $7,000 to go England, it's kind of crazy right there. I flew all the way across, brothers and sisters. When I flew from, well, that's from United States though, but if I have to tally all the flights, it was 200 and something flight from Dominica to New York, $280 something, and then from New York to France was about, I think in total that would be about 500 US. Yeah, well, this is not first class, but it came up to about the same price around this thing, close to around 500 US dollars, brothers and sisters, from Dominica to New York to France. So when you tally this, it's just utilizing the right websites and this kind of things. Yeah, I'm sure you can probably get it cheaper on another website or something of that sort. Sometimes you might book directly from the airline, which is one thing that you can try to do. Sometimes when you utilize other websites, the other websites are actually cheaper than the actual airline's website. Very interesting stuff. I think they probably give them discounts, or when the time is drawing near or something of that sort. It is indicated that the best time to book would be to book 15 days prior to your flight, prior to the day you want to depart the country. That's one of the things that has been recommended right there. Have I ever done it? Basically, when I book flights, I just change the VPN, and then I book on websites I know will give you cheaper flights. Okay, that's what I tend to do right there. And of course, you can probably get, there's also some other situation where apparently you can actually get first class tickets for half the price. Half the price of this is just utilizing certain, you know, websites and what have you in that regard. But let me just continue what I was saying right there. Of course, indicated right there, brothers and sisters, the first flight, of course, we're seeing that there's one returning, a back and forth flight. Of course, that one is from 3:45 from Dominica up to EWR, New Jersey. From 3:45, a landing 7:51 p.m. And of course, there's the February. Oh, this is okay. So this one is the 15th, and then this one is the 22nd. Why would they do it that way? Why would they do it that way though? Because it's like, okay, we fly from New York to Dominica, and then we fly from Dominica the next week to New York. So maybe people want to, maybe I guess it can work out. But I would think that maybe the plane would come into Dominica, you know, and fly out the same day, you know, and then do the same thing, fly in, fly out the same day. But it seems like maybe it's gonna be going somewhere else and not flying directly back to New Jersey. So when it comes down to Dominica, it doesn't fly back to New Jersey right away. It probably flies somewhere else, and then as a result of the whole thing, maybe coming the whole round, then it flies from New Jersey down to Dominica on the 22nd. So I guess if you want a round trip, you have to stay a week in Dominica, pretty much. That would be the case right there, which would make sense to then for tourists to come and say, okay, let's take a week in Dominica and let's fly back to New Jersey. And, you know, depending on the flights, yeah, and the amount as well, of course, as indicated right there. And first checked bag is $80. Okay. I just see that right there. First check bag is $80, man. Usually when you see prices like $80, you would know that you probably pay a really cheap price or something. You probably pay like $98 or $65 for a flight. I've paid $65 for a flight already. Not on Spirit Airline, yeah? Okay. That was actually on the other side of the world right there, but you know, that's kind of crazy right there. Anyways, I just decided to bring this out. I think this is a good thing right there. Another straight flight to Dominica, of course. I think on the basis of them trying to extend, or if they haven't extended, some persons was telling me that they extend the airport already. Others tell me they didn't extend the airport. So brothers and sisters, can you tell me if they extended the airport already? And if they extended the airport, this is one of the reasons I was pointing out that the same thing that they're trying to do with a new international airport, they can just do that in the present Menville Airport. They do that in Menville Airport in Marigot. Extend the airport and the big planes will be able to fly in. Straight flights, not true. We can do it, not true, of course. Anyways, I also saw the video of Dennis Charles talking as if it's she that make it happen. It's not she, brothers and sisters. Like I indicated earlier on before, I was talking about my friends was following that kind of understanding of what they were trying to do. So I guess the United Airlines contacted Dominica in making this a reality right there. So do not believe Dennis Charles working hand and foot. No, she just here to report it. She like them police, you know, them police in Dominica. The people do the solving. They come and they're reporting it as if it's they that do the solving. But anyways, that's not for every police action. Anyway, anyways, guys, I just decided to point this out right there. I'm talking about the United States. I also have this thing to point out as well. There's this businessman. I think he's go by Emil Deporter or something of that sort. But he has an interesting thing he wants to say right there.
Hello, Dominica. Greetings. I come in peace. So, as you all know, as many of you all may know, I spend a lot of time in Florida, USA, because I have business up here. And I spend time also in Dominica.
I never knew that. But I guess now we know. Okay, now we know that.
Because I have business down there also. So I go back and forth, and I love it.
Smart. Hopefully you know to redirect your... Maybe you're doing that. Let me not... The individuals that have the link between Dominica and the United States, they know exactly what I'm talking about right there. Very smart. But hopefully he doesn't live in the United States. He only goes there for business. And as a result of that, he can definitely benefit in that regard. The individuals that know what I'm talking about, they know exactly what I'm talking about right there when it comes down to doing business in the United States.
But one of my staff from Dominica called me last week, Friday, and told me Corporal so-and-so from the police station called because they have a bench warrant. A bench warrant for my arrest because I have an unpaid parking ticket for parking vehicle number TL blah 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 in a way on Cork Street that I was obstructing traffic. Now folks, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have no problem paying my tickets or whatever it is.
As you should. When you are wrong or have done wrong and the police say, okay, you know you have done this wrong, we will give you this ticket. A law-abiding citizen, you accept you're wrong, or you fight it in court because you're checking their dirty ways. You fight it in court, and then you decide, okay, you know what, let me pay my ticket in that regard. As a law-abiding citizen, if you know you have been wronged, you were ignorant of the law in that regard, or maybe somebody else had your vehicle somewhere and it wasn't you, and as a result of that, you are the ones who are the caretaker of the vehicle, and therefore should be this thing. I heard was it Karam, one of the Karams that were talking about what was happening about packing tickets and they coming after them or some kind of thing like that. I don't know. But then I kind of heard about this 200 ticket thing and there was a big hoopla about it, and I guess it reached him right there. Let's continue.
But here's the scenario. So I have a bench warrant for my arrest. Now for those of you who don't know, a bench warrant means they have to come, handcuff me, put me in the back of a vehicle, take me to court, put me in the prisoner's dock, and whatever it is for a parking ticket. Now, some may say, because a lot of the people in authority like to say that you lie and whatever it is, you are guilty until proven innocent. That's fine, but I have no problem paying my parking ticket.
And that's not how it should be. I notice a lot of Dominica tend to castigate. Is that the word? They try to put the blame on you before you are even announced guilty or innocent. They just put in the blame on you. What are interesting things that came to mind was based on what was happening with the Central Pac 5. Of the same sentiment that people in Dominica have done, they were blaming Trump for saying, oh, he tried to come for these people, when the Democrats were the ones who were carrying out the very thing right there. So, brothers and sisters, the reason I'm saying that, we should not always put blame based off what somebody's been charged. I was one of them. I just realized I was one of them. When they were telling me about all kind of thing and espionage and all kind of foolish thing that they were talking about. And then I watching people on Facebook. Yes, I was watching people on Facebook talk magic as if they know what they were talking about. Even the police came out and give false report. One of the reasons why it was always interesting to me when and before that incident came, brothers and sisters, I was literally telling the people to give the police a break. When it happened to me, I see how corrupt the police can be, and they did the whole same corruption with the whole Kenisha situation. When they come out and lie on the man about, you know, lies they tell, lies. So it's very interesting that we put our trust in the police and what have you, but they tend to lie as well. Just like doctors, brothers and sisters, were doing that whole injection situation, they were lying, blatantly lying to the people because that's what they were told to say. So just because people are in authority, we have to take it with a grain of salt. That is why I always telling people, be mindful what your leaders tell you, because they could be lying to you. It's interesting that I went there. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Ticket. So it was $200 and something. So I told her to call them and tell them, no problem, pay it for me and whatever it is.
And it's EC dollars. If you're making us dollars, 200 EC dollars, what? $75 US dollars. Well, people up here might think $75 is plenty.
So fast forward a little bit to Monday, and then she goes to pay it, and then they will not accept checks or cards or anything. I have to bring the money in cash.
Make them write your receipt for you, eh?
No, I'm saying all of this because I want to make a suggestion to the people in authority. I'm doing it via this medium because when I send emails and so on, I get no response.
Just like when Scary tell you, okay, watch the electoral reform, email me. Not like they're going to respond to you. Email me, he say. You know, leave your suggestions, email me. Trying to pass his electoral reform, not what is actually needed for free and fair elections. So, yeah, sometimes you have to use the medium to actually get your point across.
So I'm doing it via this medium, and I would like the people to listen to me, please, to my suggestion. We're in 2024. Could you all please have ways that people could pay these sort of things Online, you would collect a lot more money, trust me, and your money would be sure.
Yeah, but you know, even in Dominica right now, brothers and sisters, police still have to write up thing, you know. It's not like they're going on online and typing and thing, you know, brothers and sisters. They have to handwrite. Well, then again, it makes sense for the handwritten when you're writing the tickets and stuff. But you have to handwrite these things. Even the lawyers, sometimes when they have to think, they have no typewriter, no, they have to write it, write itself, boy. If your handwriting lose its grip, you're in problems, brothers and sisters. But I agree, yeah. Even if the police have to write, that's their business. But the citizens should be able, okay, I have this ticket. Okay, it's my bad. Okay, let me go online and do this stuff right there. United States have it. If you go, you miss some payment or you miss state taxes or whatever, they send you an email or whatever and they tell you, look online. You don't have to go in person and pay things, no, boy. They tell you have to bring cash. They probably don't trust those people, but then again, how can you have the receipt? Well, then you can receive the receipt, but it's one other thing where you're trying to get the receipt, and they don't have receipt. Because I remember one time I was in the airport and I had to pay something, and before I left, I got the receipt. That's crazy. That was like a whole almost 2-3 months after I got the receipt, because the person remembered me right there and brought the receipt for me. So what if that same sentiment happened? They say they don't have receipt book on thing and they can write it for you, and they tell you owe them, but you say you owe them because you bring the cash. You bring the cash for them and they say, no, you don't bring no cash because you don't have the receipt, and they can then say, okay, no, you do. There's no record of that, and then you have to end up paying double the amount because you didn't get the receipt. But if you did the thing online, you can then show the transaction in your bank account and say, hey, look, I paid this to the police station or the whoever, traffic department or whatever, and this is it there. So you cannot say I didn't do it. It's there, it's written. So there's that. There's also the digital print where you have this stuff being emailed to you directly instead of having to write thing and then you have to go and scan thing to send it to your email so you can save it there and for later if anything. And no, come on. Do better, people. Do better. So I agree with him right there. They need to devise a way. Link up with NBD or Republic Bank or Credit, whichever, to get that organized.
Nobody would have to tamper with it or anything like that. I'm not saying that that is done. But the other thing, a bench warrant for my arrest. I would like the people to listen to me, please, to my suggestion. We're in 2024. Could you all please have ways that people could pay these sort of things online? You would collect a lot more money, trust me, and your money would be sure. Nobody would have to tamper with it or anything like that. I'm not saying that that is done. But
well, I see his point right there. Nobody have to come and say, oh, you bring your money, they get the thing and the money never reach. That's one of the things when I was in the airport, I was thinking, and I definitely wanted the receipt right there. But I got back my funds from the person. So, anyways, yeah, let's continue.
The other thing, a bench warrant for my arrest because of a parking ticket. So, I grew up in Dominica. I got my driver's license maybe somewhere way back in 1986. And back then you would get a little paper in the mail reminding you that your driver's license is due or your license on your vehicle is due and so on. Way back then in 1986.
So they used to send mails. Interesting. It seems like back then was more advanced because if you forget, because you're not really checking expiration date and this kind of things, if you forget and police hold you somewhere, they tell you to pull.
I would like the people to listen to me, please. And back then you would get a little paper in the mail reminding you that your driver's license is due or your license on your vehicle is due and so on. Way back then in 1986. So what happened in 2024? What happened over all those years?
Lackadaisical, incompetent people. They check in, okay, that way that will leave the responsibility on you for you to do. Not saying that sending paper and thing for people was a right way to do things, but if you want to do this, you can send emails. Have an automatic machine. Excel sheet does send automatic emails, you know. Put that in the Excel and make sure you save that and back that up so you can, just in case of a hurricane or whatever, you can have that there. And then you can organize for people to definitely do what they got to do. I mean, it's not that difficult, eh? And it sends it automatically to your email. So it reminds you. But nothing been sent and... But...
Right? You mean to tell me I get... For instance, I have to pay tolls up in Florida. I get charged toll by plate. So it takes a picture of my number plate, and I get those amounts in the mail that I have this toll outstanding and so on. And guess what? If I go to
why you why you bypassing the toll, my brother, just for you to get a mail? You know there's more money you're going to pay. Why don't you pay the thing up front so the thing can scan your ID on your dashboard, and then you wouldn't have to pay extra fees? Maybe he's just saying maybe when he doesn't have or hasn't paid the thing on his dashboard, then that's what happens. But you know, I think you come on, the guy's giving rich people more money.
Re-register like this vehicle that I'm in right now. They will tell me, well, you have a couple parking tickets that you have to or a couple traffic tickets that you have to clear up before you can re-register that vehicle.
Yeah, I don't understand that would make sense. So if you have different parking tickets and what have you, they shouldn't arrest you for what? Arrest you for what? Bench warrant to send you jail just because of parking ticket. All you have to do is when you come in to pay your license so that you can be legal on the streets, if anything were to happen and you're legal on the streets. When you want to be legal on the streets, all you have to do is, okay, you have outstanding tickets that you have to pay this in the traffic, unless they're trying to separate. I don't understand what is up with all this separating. You have to go over there for you to do this, then you have to come back over there to do that, and then come back there and all get this over there. All kind of nonsense. You can't just have it in one building. That would make sense. So even if he had this parking ticket and whatnot, he would go jail for what? The jail already overcrowded. I think that is a good way to do things.
Right? So I'm suggesting the same thing. When somebody is going to pay their license, whether it's their driver's license, their vehicle license, that you let them know that you have a couple parking tickets, or you have a couple tickets that you have to clear up, instead of saying a bench warrant to them.
Yeah.
You have to clear that up, and then if you want a payment plan, because things tight with everybody, right?
True.
You want a payment plan, you go to this office, you check them out, and then they will then tell us to move forward. Or you have
or if you want to fight it in court, fight it in court.
People's address.
They can have ways you can help that out, eh? Because if your thing expiring and they say, okay, you have this, okay, they'll give you a number of days, okay, you have court during that time to fight it, and if you win, then great, then they'll give you your real thing. There's ways and means to work around this thing, to make this thing work.
The vehicle is
But Dominica don't want to go forward at all, nowhere.
Set to an address, the vehicle is set to a WhatsApp, the vehicle is set to an email, the ticket and so on can also be matched to an email, and then you send that person a note telling them, hey, remember you have this parking ticket, you're supposed to have court on this and that date. If you do not appear in court, this is what can happen. So you have all of that. But a bench warrant,
you're tripping.
I have a little problem with that.
Yeah, that's insane.
And as I
that's
said,
insane.
sometimes in Dominica is guilty until proven innocent.
Yep.
It happens all the time. People always saying you're lying. But so many mad people, vagrants, different people. Somebody could have taken that ticket because under the wiper they would put it. It happens up here too. Somebody could have taken the ticket. I never got the ticket innocently, but we're not going to argue that.
That's why in the United States, when they do things, they normally send you a thing in your email, your mail. They send you a thing at your address.
I'm just making a suggestion that there are different ways that you can collect that.
Better ways.
And one of them is that you put it in the system, the traffic department. When Mr. Emil Deputa comes to renew his driver's license or his license for his vehicle, let him know he has X amount of parking tickets that he has to clear up.
Before you get
if he wants to make a payment plan, he can check out this department and so on, because people brooks. Let's face it. So organize a little payment plan for them, you know?
Or do it online, man. Or you know where the person working? IRS. IRS know where you working. You owe these people money. What? Then people come in and taking it in your bank account, or they come in and take it in your work. You don't see any substantial amount coming out from your work. Your money. Hey, that's not easy, you know. You think you just escape it like I say, you don't pay anything, going.
Not just garnish and take away.
Remember, doesn't take to your bank account. Yo.
And so let's see how we can work together. So just a little suggestion I have, folks. I will not take up any more of your time. I'm not saying I don't want to pay my parking ticket. I told them go and get the change and bring the $200 for them, or the $200 and something for them. And hopefully the next time I land in Dominica, you all don't have to see me coming down from Marriott in handcuffs or anything like that.
Yeah, boy.
Some people would love that.
Oh, yes.
Some people would absolutely love that. But if it's...
I remember when I was in handcuffs too. I remember. And people see me. People are wondering if it's a movie I make it or something. What going on? What's going on? They check Mr. Alex handcuffs. No, sir, not today. Not today at all. And I remember when I go back in headquarters, them police say, but all you have Mystelics, but let miss them police. I'll tell you all the police that you guys let Mystelics go. Now the partner that have the whole issue now, you don't working in the police station again. He's smart. He disappear. Okay. We will find. We continue.
That is that. You know. So take it easy, my friends. Blessings to everybody. And don't forget to check out your boy Milo in Florida for anything you need. Pickups.
Anyways, big up Emil Depot. I think that's a good suggestion already. I think the individuals who are, you know, in charge of this kind of thing should listen. One of the reasons why I tend to bring it, maybe I know they like to watch my videos, you know, especially those people from Scary. They want to see why fupa in, man. They want to see me fupa. What if they try a stunt? Anyways, guys, yeah. What do you think about his suggestion right there? What do you think about his suggestion? I know there's a number of folks in Dominica as well who would most likely want to be a partaker in this. But I still do believe that JFK is much cheaper, man. JFK is much cheaper than flying out from there, even though they don't seem to be putting taxes on the airlines. Maybe that change. Maybe Biden then put taxes on the thing. I don't know. But, you know, different states result in different actions. And that is still too high. That is still too high. I already traveled round trip on that month. Less than that already. I already got a ticket for $95 from Texas to Dominica. Texas, Puerto Rico, Dominica. $95. 95 or 195. One of them brothers is 90. Yes. I think it's that. Hopefully I'm not screwing up the thing. But yeah, straight flight, direct flight, one-way flight. And then back up. Sometime when you book, you can book from Dominica and get a ticket for less than $300. It's very simple. Just go research the thing. That's it. Go on Google Flights if you have to. Or go on the direct flight and see what's up. See what they're saying. Go on Cheapo Air. Go on Priceline. Go on Kayak. Go on Booking. Go. There's a lot of places you can go to book stuff, you know, guys. See the variations in prices. Especially if you have a VPN. Your prices does just change rapidly. Another thing you can actually do is book around 3 a.m. in the morning. Put your alarm on. Because sometimes they reset the system around that time. Well, I guess it sometimes vary during winter time because sometimes you have to know if it's 3 or 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. whichever. You get the point. Generally speaking, like right now, it's 3 a.m. If you want to book, go online, use your VPN, put your alarm for you to wake up and book around that time. Go to the different websites and, you know, make sure you clear your cache, by the way, because they'll put cookies in your thing so they'll know that you search for thing already. One of the things I like to do is I like to have another browser like Google Chrome where I have different things that can give you discounts on airlines and those kind of things as well. So go on Google Chrome, clear your cache completely. If you want to use another thing, Firefox or whatever you want to use that normally. And you don't want to clear your cache, so you have to re-put password and all those kind of things there. Use a different browser. Go to Chrome. You know, Chrome like to mind your business already. So go to Chrome, clear your cache all the time, and then do your search. So they will say, hey, that person is new. Wow, new person. Woohoo! You know, even though you put your cards and this kind of things there, the price is still the same. I've done it too much times for me not to know what's going on. Anyways, guys, tune in for the second one. I'll be dropping a bit later on today, guys. And of course, with that said right there, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on our post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. If you made it to the end, say, what do you say if you made it to the end? Say socks. No, say flight. What socks? What? I just say socks. But anyways, brothers and sisters, say flight if you made it, if you watched the whole video. Say flight in the comment box below. I would appreciate that right there. Let me know that you've seen the whole video during this thing. I wanted to start something in 2025 when it comes on to saying these things in different times. And the first person that says it gets a prize and those kind of things there. I want to definitely do this because individuals, I don't know. Sometimes I answer the questions all you're asking me in the comments in the same video. and you claim you watch the video, so I figure that may be a good incentive, maybe a top up or something. We're starting small, man. We're starting small. It's not like YouTube giving a whole set of money. It's not like it's millions of views I get in for me to say, hey, let me buy your house. No, we'll do little top ups here and there, man. Yes, man. Or little rewards. A gift card in Dominica, I don't know. Gift cards are working now. That's some things, you know, $20 or $30 EC. You see it. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I think that'll be a good thing right there. So what are your thoughts, man? Give your thoughts in the comment box below. And with that said right there, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be real, salute the king always. Be positive.